everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Beaufort, South Carolina. Yes! Alright guys, before we get to the club, you obviously see that we need to stop at Mystik for some gas. So let's go ahead and see what's going on at Mystik. So, obviously it's closed. Not only the gas station part, but also the liquor store part. So let's go ahead and walk around the property and see what is going on at this former gas station, convenience store, and liquor store. Now this used to be a BP, and currently the property is not for sale. I am not a realtor, but I did a little bit of searching on this one because I wanted to see the previous history. This place actually looked like a really cool little gas station back in the day, and this is just about a mile away from the Highway 21 drive-in, so definitely check out my video on that. I put that out about a week ago. Check it out in my library. Now if you saw on the poles just underneath the roof there for the gas, you saw the little green signs. So those were those original BP signs when BP Amoco had that green logo style. And then also you saw the lovely cameras that were there on the side of the building that obviously are not active anymore. In fact, I wonder what they used to do back in the day to actually capture the video. Maybe those were hooked up to a VHS recorder, right? So going back to the VHS days, make sure you set your tracking right on your VHS recorder. All right, guys, so when we look inside here, I got to tell you, the place is really clean. It is in great shape. I'm not really digging the bars on the windows. They're actually just kind of racks that you would use for a clothing store, so I'm not sure what they're going to stop from somebody getting in there if they wanted to break in. But again, it looks like somebody has cleaned out this property very well, or at least the inside of the structure. Very clean, ready to go. It looks like somebody could move in at any time, but this is kind of a downtrodden stretch of highway when you are heading towards Hilton Head and or back to Charleston, depending upon which direction you're going in. All right, guys, so now that we picked up some gas, we need to go to the club. So yes, we are at a very, very unique Sam's Club abandoned location here on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. And yes, this was a former Sam's Club. I actually had a short of this in some of my videos, and a few people said, no, that looks like a Walmart, but no, it definitely was a Sam's Club. So this actually closed, this is going back about 7 years ago now. I believe in 2017, this Sam's Club closed and they moved to a brand new location in Bluffton, South Carolina. Now, unfortunately, Bluffton is almost a half an hour inland from this location, so a lot of folks that had that Sam's Club membership, they obviously are not able to use it anymore. But one of the nice things about this property is that here in Hilton Head, retail is in a boom. It is very expensive, and also this property is supposedly, in a few news stories that I found, is attracting some possible buyers, and one of them that I saw is Lowe's Foods out of North Carolina. So for those of you that do not know Lowe's Foods, it is similar to Harris Teeter, for those of you that know the brand here down south, and it is a grocery store that has prepared foods in the first few aisles. They have like a little bar area. They also have a smokehouse area in the grocery store, so they have a lot of smoked meats. So hopefully Lowe's moves in here, because I tell you, we are definitely big fans of Lowe's. We actually visited Lowe's in Wilmington, North Carolina, when we were at some of the beaches several years ago. Also, looking at some news stories, it looks like Burke's Outlet was thinking about opening up at this location, but it did not happen. Now, one of the things down here in Hilton Head is that all of the strip malls are this doo-doo brown color. So I don't know what it is, but I believe that the town requires that everything must fit into the wooded areas around all these shopping centers. You don't see too many signs for the major retailers or even small stores out on the main streets around Hilton Head. Typically, you will see a very small sign or two, and you go behind a bunch of trees, and all of a sudden it opens up to this big shopping center, and there's several of these shopping centers like this throughout Hilton Head. So it's kind of cool that they're trying to make sure that the properties fit in with the agriculture that's on the island, but Everything here is brown. It is brown stores, brown walls, brown exteriors, even the signs for the stores, they're all brown. Whatever. I mean, it's a very nice island. It's a very expensive island to live here, by the way. It is a vacation spot that is very hot, and also it gets very, very high with traffic here. It is a very congested area. Now, one of the things about this property also to call out is that the steel structure is clad with a lot of stucco, as you see, but then also the wood that you see up above on the roof. And also, as we take a look around, you'll start to see a lot of the wood is rotted, a lot of the steel is rotted. I'm not really sure why they decided to go with a steel structure and then clad it with a lot of wood, because the wood holds moisture and then the steel obviously rusts and then the wood rots on top of it. And that's why this property, on the exterior at least, looks a little bit run down. You'll see a lot of the wood is rotted away. That's also one of the things about South Carolina, living down here in the southeast. Everything is very high humidity. You get a lot of rain, then you get the sun and the heat, then you get the humidity, then you get more rain, and then there you see a little bit of the blue breaking through. So I guess at one point this building might have been blue for the Sam's Club color, or it might have just had a strip of blue. I'm not sure. But again, I think they're very strict here with the town for what the building colors can be on all of these retail structures throughout the island. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take a look at this little caged area here. So I'm not sure if this is maybe where they kept I don't know if they had potting soil bags, mulch bags, maybe some power equipment, stuff like that, maybe lawn mowers. I mean, this all kind of, to me, I thought for a second maybe this was a Lowe's home improvement location, maybe a very old one, but no, it wasn't. This was a Sam's Club, and there you see another example of the steel just rotting away on this structure. Now, when we looked inside a little bit earlier, the inside of the building is totally cleared out. And also, in a few articles that I found, it was called out specifically that this most likely was one of the smallest Sam's Clubs in existence. The inside of this building was only about 70,000 square feet. I'm not sure how many square feet most Sam's Clubs are, but there were a few reviews where people were saying that this is absolutely the smallest outlet club that they had ever been to. So guys, as we close out the video here, I want to say thank you very much for spending some time with me and visiting this cool Sam's Club, also grabbing some gas at Mystik, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.